Thanks so much for clicking on the video. We got Lords of the Fallen, and this is my most anticipated game coming to us right around the corner on October 13th. So I'm super hyped to take a peep at this one, and let me know down in the comments if you guys think this is just another copycat of the Souls-like genre or something more. Here we go.
Lords of the Fallen is the all-new epic dark fantasy action RPG.
These bosses are gonna be wild.
Set 1,000 years after the events of the original game, prepare to embark upon a perilous adventure through the vast lands of Mornstead, a prominent region within this sprawling world, on the brink of demonic desolation.
Yeah, buddy.
Stretching across its...
First of all, I don't think anybody could say that this is not absolutely just stunning when it comes to its visuals. This game is looking absolutely fantastic, so I'm dying to sink my teeth into this world.
Scorched horizon lies the colossal hand of a deer, overlooked by the 5 holy beacons of the Sentinels.
I mean, look at this. Gorgeous. And by the way, if you guys haven't seen it, I put this in my top 10 best video games coming out soon. Go check that out after this video if you're interested.
Now threatened to abet his resurrection.
There he is. I mean, come on, man.
As if fate itself intervened, an ancient and all-powerful lamp has fate itself.
So just for the record, for anybody that doesn't know, there's going to be around 9 classes. Actually, there's going to be exactly 9 classes to play with when you load into this game. And the only way to get this character, at least right off the bat at the start, would be to pre-order the game. So if you're looking to be this Crucible Knight looking fella, that is how you're going to have to go out and get that, by pre-ordering the game. Other than that, you're going to have your other 8 classes available to you when it first starts off. And there's a nice variety of them.
As if
there's the
fate
lantern.
Itself intervened, an ancient and all-powerful lamp has recently found itself a new bearer. You, delivering your mortal coil from the cold embrace of death and into the ranks of the Dark Crusaders.
The radiance of Mornstead wither.
Bro, somebody let me know. I can't confirm this right now, but tell me that doesn't sound exactly like Margit in Elden Ring. Let me know down in the comments if it isn't, but it sounds exactly like him. I want to go back a little bit here.
Radiance of Mornstead withers.
Entrusted with the holiest of charges, you must restore radiance to these 5 beacons and thwart Adir's uprising.
Mankind needs me now more than ever.
But in a land overrun by demons, when
Nice.
the very fabric between worlds is splitting, this is no easy feat. Your quest will take you on a long and harrowing
This looks like
journey through the
it gives me like
distant
Grizzly
regions
Hill
of
vibes right
Mornstead.
here.
From forsaken fens to burning cities.
Look how vertical this game is. And I know we have plenty of games that are going with this verticality, but this I think is taking it to the next level. They even stated that they're going to be levels that are mainly set just to keep going vertical. So this is showing just that.
Cavernous mines to snow-capped forests.
Nice.
Each land
Some
is
variety.
distinct, but equally fraught with untold horrors.
Look at this dude.
Curious companions and myriad secrets. Consult your trusty journal to keep track of your whereabouts. Though
Super
a word
hyped
to the
for this
wise,
lantern here.
ink and parchment will provide limited solace, especially when it comes to this world's inhospitable
There it is.
counterpart.
So
The lamp, you see.
Yeah, the
Especially when it
lamp.
comes to this
So
world.
this lamp, this is kind of going to be what is splintering this game off of the, actual Souls like this is what makes it so different. Is it enough to make it not a copy and paste? What do you guys think? That I would just love to hear everybody's opinion on that. I think so. It kind of just like Liza P, how they had just a great weapon variety system, customization system, the different storylines. I think that separates it just enough. And to give my whole opinion on the entire thing with the whole copy and paste, I'm kind of going with the whole, if it's not broken, don't fix it. And I think more storylines and more games with that Souls-like gameplay element should just keep coming, right? I don't know, that's just me. So copy and paste the shit out of it, because if it works, it works. Just like Liza P, I think they did a great job, especially if it's just like a little spin that they put into it. Good stuff. Change the story, maybe fluctuate the difficulty a little bit, add some unique spin to it, like the lantern, like the customization of Liza P, and honestly, you got a solid game.
You see, possesses an ungodly power. The power to cross between the realm of the living, Axiom, and the realm of the dead, Umbral. With each reality harboring its own labyrinthine pathways, you'll need to navigate both worlds accordingly. Axiom presents its own unique challenge.
I hope that's not clunky at all.
But
It's a good
terrors
idea.
beyond comprehension
Very good
await
idea.
in the nightmarish equivalent.
Oh, that's a boss. Oh, look at these boys.
Another sinner.
Those who embark upon this crusade must also confront the formidable champions that inhabit such realms.
Oh yeah.
Betrayal made flesh, and one I cannot brook.
These fierce adversaries will not respond kindly to your interruption of their twisted endeavors.
You are not welcome.
And I'm assuming there's just going to be a boatload of mini bosses, and then at those 5 pillars, because that 5 pillar completion is going to be our main goal, there's going to be the main bosses of those pillars. That's how I'm assuming it's going to go. And those bosses look like just side bosses. I don't think they're going to be optional. I think you are going to have to take them on, but are those the bosses that we've seen right here? Is she guarding the pillar, or is this something that we just kind of got to get
Champions that
through?
inhabit such realms. These fierce adversaries will not respond kindly to
Like,
your
this dude looks like a main
interruption of
boss
their
right here. This
twisted
dude's
endeavors.
brolic.
You are not welcome here.
They will test the swiftest swordsmanship and the most adept spellcasters.
And for those of you that know, the sound in the beginning sounded really bad. Like way back in the day when we first started getting these releases, the sound was something that people were kind of having some gripes on. But I did hear that they started working on the sound a bit more. I haven't noticed anything in this video that's like standing out to me like, oh my god, this sounds like crap. Let's just hear this out really quick.
So it should come with great relief to learn that the Umbral
If they
land
fight.
possesses yet further powers. For should you fall in Axiom, you will
I was
rise
kind of
once
looking for some
more
melee.
in Umbral. You now have one final chance
that
to
ain't the case.
overcome your adversaries.
Give me some melee.
But the longer you
All
spend
right, no
in
melee.
final
But
chance to chip,
the
and the
actual
most
magic
adept.
looks beautiful. Like, look at how dense that fire looks. The radiant, I don't think we've ever seen that type of magic. Just the actual aesthetic of that radiant holy spell. It has like thorns coming out of it. It's super clean looking. I'm loving how dense this magic looks in this game. It's absolutely flawless. So as long as the hand-to-hand combat sound steps up in the same value as that magic, we're gonna have a banger here.
spellcasters. So it should come with great relief to learn that the Umbral lamp possesses yet further powers. For should you fall in Axiom, you will rise once more in Umbral. You now have
So you get a
one
free
final
life.
chance to overcome your adversaries.
Okay, so yeah, just to clarify, when you fall in Axiom, so when you die, then you do get one restart. Like you don't officially die, you'll come back in Umbral, the Death Realm, and that will be your final challenge there. So I wonder how that's going to go. Hopefully it's not too clunky, but I do like the fact that like you essentially have 2 lives every time you die. So very cool.
You will rise once more in Umbral. You now have one final chance to overcome your adversaries. But the longer you spend in this forsaken hellscape, the greater number of spectral horrors that will hunt you down.
I wonder if it's like a wanted system, essentially.
Should 2
Obviously,
lives still prove inadequate.
I don't think it's going to be the same as like a wanted system like from GTA, but it sounds to me like he's literally saying the longer you live in the Death Realm, the more that's going to come after you, so you can't be there forever. I wonder if it's just going to be like kind of a building system that you get to see in your UI or something like that.
Those whose pride permits. Mornstead is home to a number of would-be comrades. Some will demand an errand performed before proffering a second sword, while others
Yo, look at these outfits.
thirst heavier for the blood of Rogar.
Nice.
As for those who wish to look outside of Mornstead for a co-op companion, you can
This is
invite
sweet.
a second player to join your journey at any vestige.
So it is multiplayer,
They
boys.
will remain at your side.
Look
for as
how
long
good
as you or
that radiant,
They will
holy, look how good that looks. That's gorgeous, that whole spell casting thing. And multiplayer definitely confirmed, and it looks like it's just going to be available from pretty much the start. I kind of want to go back and see this.
For a co-op companion player to join your journey at any vestige.
Okay,
They will remain at your side.
so I'm assuming that's where that's like the site of grace. You're going to be able to summon in your multiplayer companion or buddy, whatever. That's really cool, though. I'm super happy that we were able to go through this game multiplayer. That's awesome.
As long as you or they choose.
So those are some little daggers, but that sounded okay, right?
Before
What would you guys think
commence
about
your
that?
adventure, choose from 9 starting classes. Wield sword and shield as
Yeah.
the Hollowed Knight. Wreak fire-based carnage as the Pyric Cultist. Strike fear from afar
Super hyped on this ranger. This ranger looks really cool.
as the Black Feather Ranger, or pick from one of the other prospective heroes.
Look how good that radiant
While
looks.
these
Tell
are
me
initially
not, boys.
all varied in moveset and equipment,
Come on, man.
you are free to develop your character however you see fit. With additional starting classes,
And what I do
unlockable
like
based
is
on the
that-
choices you make in this
Oh,
world.
that's a badass spell.
Fully
But let's just go back really
this
quick,
world.
because if you look, it looks like the
While these are
dodging
initially all
is a
varied
little bit
in
more
nature, or pick from one of the other perspectives.
forgiving. Like the dodging is way more forgiving. Obviously I don't know about the iframes, but it looks like you're way per dodge, you're moving way more than what we're used to in Souls-like games, which in my opinion is good. Just because it's a Souls-like doesn't mean the difficulty has to be like, you know, top tier. I don't think that's the case at all. I think they should just set it up as the base of that type of game and kind of fluctuate the difficulty, whether that's make it easier on the combat side or just make it a little bit more forgiving when it comes to you dodging.
Respective heroes. While these are initially all varied in moveset and equipment, you are free to develop
See how
your
long that
character
was?
however you see fit. With additional starting classes, unlockable based on the choices you make in this world.
It's a badass spell with the gargoyles. Very cool.
Fully customize your character from
Oh,
the
yeah.
dozens of armor sets and hundreds of weapons hidden throughout these vast lands.
All that looked good. Oh my
Not
god,
to
we're going
mention
back.
an extent-
Let's peep that out again. All right, so this is like some classic Bloodborne stuff right here. You got the Brolic axe and everything. Love the hat. Really cool.
Fully customize your
All right, just a straight up knight with the long sword. Okay, this isn't bad.
Character from the
Classic though. This looks weird. This is very cool though. All these armor sets look on point.
dozens of armor sets.
This looks good. This is like some Sparta 300 shit. Very cool.
And hundreds of
This is okay, right? I love how he's like dual wielding some stuff here, right? He has his little flail, one-handed mace. Okay, The rest of it's all right.
Weapons hidden throughout
That's probably the least favorite one I liked, but okay. So we got the classic Dark Souls boy here. This is nice.
these vast lands.
This is badass. I like this one a lot.
Vast
I can see me rocking this. I am down with this whole sheet over my head, sword and shield. Very cool.
lands.
And look at that. Damn, that looks good.
Lands.
Like, this looks really tight. I am happy with this.
Not to mention an extensive range of equipment, including javelins, bombs, weapon
Okay.
assaults, protection wards, and more.
Okay.
As for those that would forego metal for magic, there are 3 schools of sorcery to master. Radiance,
Radiant looks so good. Rogar's your fire, and Umbral.
each comprising a
I
sweeping
have
spectrum
here.
of spells, from character buffs to arena-wide downpours of annihilation.
Radiant looks so good though. Like, it has those holy thorns. Very cool. And I don't know, the Umbral we haven't, like, that magic we haven't heard too much about. Obviously we have the destruction with Rogar as fire, right? Like, that's pure DPS output. We're gonna have Radiant, which looks like it's gonna have some DPS output, but that's not like its main function. I think it's gonna be like the holy buffs, party buffs, things like that. But it just looks so good, so I hope they apply some DPS spells out, which is definitely gonna be the case. But I'm looking forward to that. That's what I'm gonna be going with. And then Umbral, we haven't seen too much of that, and I think I heard that's gonna be more based on timing. So setting up traps, maybe stuff like that with magic, setting off a spell, waiting for the mobs to kind of either come at you or just trying to plan out how that is going to set off, if that makes sense. But it's more time based, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but remember me if I'm right.
An epic adventure full of peril, wonder, awe, and revelation.
Beautiful.
Coursing through the very realms of the living and dead awaits.
I can't wait to jam to this.
Awaken, lamp bearer, and set forth onto Mornstead, an expansive kingdom of shadow and chaos. In the darkest of crusades, destroy a demon god. In light, we walk.
Shout out to GameSpot for putting this video together. But I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed. Hit the like button if you did. Ta-ta!